Hello.
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 Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Press Box Quartet for episode 9. I can't believe it's already episode 9, and it's a new month. We're in August now, first episode of the new month. And guys, how's everyone's week? We haven't seen each other in a long time. How's everyone been?
Been good.
Yeah.
Solid week so far. It's crazy that the summer is moving as fast as it is. But the weather's been good. It's been treating me well and having some fun weekends and stuff like that. So, it's been a good time. I don't know. Can't complain. Especially the Red Sox are doing well right now too, which is really awesome to watch. So that's been fun as well.
I mean, highlight of the week is seeing Joe earlier a couple days ago.
Oh yes,
Thursday.
Tim McGraw.
Yeah, little impromptu Tim McGraw show at Fenway. Saw the Chicks open, which was unreal.
Yes.
They crushed it. Left me some wide open spaces.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a great time for sure.
Landslide was also very good.
Oh,
Did you
that
guys
was
go
amazing.
skydiving?
Amazing.
You guys go skydiving?
No, we didn't skydive entrance to Fenway Park, unfortunately. That would have been really awesome. I think it would have been a really cool crash landing in the middle of the Chick set. But
That would have been sick,
it was a great show. We had a good time. Just good atmosphere overall. And Colin, amazing find last second. So that was a really good text to get the night.
That's what I'm there for. That's what I'm there for.
Any Rocky Mountain climbing? Do any of you get the reference? If you don't get it, I was going to give you guys points if you understood the reference, but if not. You know that Tim McGraw song where he's like, I went skydiving?
Oh, yeah.
Rocky Mountain. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You guys are really real Tim McGraw fans. It shows.
It took me a second. I was like, what?
I was like, where are you taking this?
Telling you is what it took.
That makes sense. Yeah.
I get
Sorry,
it now
Steve,
that you've told me. Yeah.
It's all right. No one gets points early on. That's what I'm hearing.
All right.
But anyway, we got a jam-packed episode for you guys, starting with Skubal to the Dodgers. We're going to talk about the Red Sox. The King is in a new city. Unfortunate city as well. And then Macklin Celebrini, now the highest paid NHL player of all time, which we're going to get to that. And a brand new game, so stick around for that. But, Joe, I want you to start us off here. Skubal, Dodgers, F grade for everyone in baseball but the Dodgers. I mean, I think we all saw it coming. We mentioned it on the show many times that, it's a big possibility. The Dodgers have the prospects to give up for a guy like Skubal. And now the Dodgers continue to just no salary cap rule of just getting everybody.
Yeah, I think I mentioned this a few weeks ago as a possibility, and it was something that maybe it might happen, because obviously the Dodgers are going to be a team that's looking at a player as talented as Skubal. But I didn't really want it to be true because, I'm not a fan of the Dodgers. Obviously, they're kind of easy to hate right now because they're like a pay-to-win team. They've won the past 2 World Series championships, and they're looking like they're teeing themselves up for a 3rd one in a row. And I'm still honestly digesting how I honestly feel about this, because it's like I've heard, obviously, the argument where it's like, of course LA gets them. They're the only ones that could have offered Detroit, all this prospect stuff. They have a very good farm system. They have a plethora of money they can spend. They could be pretty kind of risky in terms of moves. It's not really going to affect them as much as it would affect a smaller market team such as the Milwaukee Brewers, who are also really in contention in the National League. But I'm also hearing arguments of why didn't other teams really step up? Because some people are saying that the Dodgers didn't really offer anything overly flashy. Just here's a couple prospects and, a couple future things for you. We'll get Tarek Skubal. It's not like they gave them talented players that they are paying a lot of money for and they just happen to have and that they can give them over. So I'm kind of digesting both perspectives of that. Some people are saying that this is a direct reason why baseball is awful right now. The Dodgers are abusing the system and things like that. While others are saying, well, they're the ones that made the move. Why didn't Milwaukee make the move? So I'm leaning towards, I would have loved to have seen Milwaukee make an offer. I don't know if they did or did not. I'm still looking through the reporting on that. But I mean, the Dodgers win again. I mean, you gotta, whether you love them or hate them, they've run their organization tremendously well to the point where they're dominating the sport. They know how to create a very talented farm system, similar to the Red Sox, but even better so because they've been able to get these pieces. and it just makes me wonder why other bigger market teams aren't making that same move. But just the Dodgers have put themselves in a prime position to be that team that everyone wants to play for. And, once you've acquired a super team like this, it makes it so much easier for a player like Skubal to say, I would love to get out of Detroit. It's been kind of a mess here. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to go to L.A. So I'm still digesting it. I'm not a fan because I think the loser of this entire deal is everybody in the sport, because now it's just going to be the Dodgers or the evil empire. They just got another Darth Vader on their team. They're going to be a force to be reckoned with. And I think for the first time, like, teams that might hate each other, like fan bases that might like not like each other's teams, might have to root for each other here to take these guys down. And I don't know exactly how it's going to impact the collective bargaining agreement, but I feel like this is definitely now putting an emphasis on a salary cap and a salary floor. And I think we as fans kind of lose out on this now, because this is going to be a hot topic going into the offseason. It's going to be a hot topic going into the start of next year, and there's a possibility that we might not have baseball in 2027. And I think this is just really sad to see. But honestly, for Skubal as a player, good for him. I mean, you're going to a good team, and you got a real chance to win a World Series, and the Dodgers get exactly what they need to be even better than they already were. So,
I mean, yeah, I can't disagree with any of that. It does stink that, like, obviously as a Red Sox fan, it's like, Mookie's on that Dodger team, and it's just like, that was just the start of it. That was the start of the downfall. I mean, good for him. He's got the 4 rings? Is it 4? It's 4 rings, right? Is that 3 with the Dodgers? And
one with the Red Sox. And
yeah, it's
3
4
with the
now.
Dodgers.
Wow, my gosh. Wow. I mean, Mookie might have Jordan numbers by the time he retires.
Yeah.
But
this is a chance.
dare I say he might be Tom Brady, but I mean, yeah, no, I think you made a good point. Salary cap needs to be a thing. It has to. I mean, it's just not competitive anymore. I mean, like Jonah, your old roommate at college, he's a big Dodger fan, and he even said himself, he's like, I love that the Dodgers are this good every year and like winning chips, but like there's no competitive baseball to watch anymore. It's like, imagine like you're not a baseball fan, you're like trying to learn the sport right now, and you just see like this atmosphere, and it's just like, it's just not what we grew up with. Like, it's just a totally different game.
I mean, they just have a stranglehold on the sport right now. Like, I don't think there's really going to be a ton of competition that they face going to the World Series this year. I do think Milwaukee's a great team, and they might make some moves at the deadline, but I don't think it's going to rival at all getting Tarek Skubal. And I do want to go back to Joe's point when he was talking about the ownership. We can't really blame them for, wanting to win more than any other team in baseball. And I would say any other team in all 4 major sports. I mean, this Dodgers ownership group is really dedicated to winning. They put all their chips on the table, getting Ohtani, getting Yamamoto, getting Mookie Betts years ago, Freddie Freeman, now Skubal. I mean, they've built such a formidable team that no one is going to come close to beating them. I mean, the Blue Jays pushed them to 7 games, but at the same time, the Dodgers are just loaded this year. I don't think it's going to be that difficult for them to get back to the World Series and win it this year. And this was a move that they could make because they've still built a good farm system despite having these superstar players. And they gave up, I think, 3 pretty good prospects. They were all in their top 25. But this will be worth it because it puts them, like Joe said, in the driver's seat to get that three-peat.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, obviously for the Dodgers, like Colin said, I think they just have a really good emphasis of what they want to do as an organization. They go all in for these big-name players, and they have done that. I mean, when they first got Shohei Ohtani, that was kind of the first, stepping stone for them building this now, I'd say, dynasty that they're trying to build here. But then also within their own organization with scouting and development, they've been developing some really good prospects who they've been able to now flip for these players that they've been able to trade for. And I think that's exactly kind of what they did here with Skubal. But I'm really disappointed with Detroit, first of all. Because, Zaire Hope, he's going to be a really good player, I think. But he's in the top 25 of MLB pipeline prospects. The other 2, not even in the top 100. And I feel like Detroit, they just didn't get enough back for a former Cy Young winner. And I'm really disappointed with Detroit for that reason, because I think I remember last year when the Yankees were talking about getting him, it was going to be Ben Rice, Cam Schlittler, and another prospect. Now look at it. It seems like if that trade went through, it could have been maybe a complete fleece by the Tigers, or it could have been a pretty fair trade, with Skubal being as good as he is. But now you look at the compensation Detroit's getting now from the Dodgers, it doesn't seem fair, in my opinion.
Like, how did the Tigers not get an MLB player right now?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah,
Like
that's
an everyday
ridiculous.
starter.
Like
How do you not get an everyday starter out of that trade? I just don't understand. Because God knows when those prospects are finally going to be called up. It could be
True.
the next couple years. It could be 3 years. Who knows?
I was really thinking, I mean, Zaire Hope's going to be really good. Don't get me wrong. But I was thinking maybe Jose DePaula. He was going to be another guy, one of the top prospects in the Dodgers organization. I think he's number 2 or number 3. I thought he was going to go. But I think for Detroit, it's just kind of, Tarek, he wanted to be in Detroit. He's mentioned that multiple times. He loved Detroit. He wanted to sign there. But Detroit, obviously, with just the recent success they've had where they haven't really gotten good bats. They haven't really gone over the hump since they were in their 2025 playoff run. And it's unfortunate because he's such a generational pitcher, I feel like. We haven't seen a left-hander like this in a very, very long time. And for me to now see him go to the Dodgers and join, once again, a stacked rotation with Yamamoto, Blake Snell, when Tyler Glasnow is healthy. And it's unbelievable to see now that the Dodgers have really built this team, and that's a tip of the cap to the Dodgers because they've done so well at just doing that. But I think now this is the final, let's say, straw that MLB has now, and I feel like now for fans especially, this is where I think the CBA really needs to become a big priority and topic, especially if Skubal does sign long-term with LA. I feel like that's going to be the big question too. If this is maybe just, if that prospect pool is just for a rental, then the Dodgers, that's a great trade for them. But if they sign him long-term, I think that's even better for LA. But it's going to be really interesting to see how the CBA now is going to be in a big effect because of this trade.
I mean, me personally, we all knew it was either the Dodgers or the Yankees. Those are the only two teams I think it really was going to come down to for Skubal. But obviously, Dodgers doing Dodger things, getting the star player. But Colin, a great point that I think you made. Where's the player? Like, you got prospects and that's it. Like, where come on.
I just don't understand. I really don't. I mean, I don't know what really the thought process was for Detroit behind this deal, because it feels like you could really revitalize your team by trading such a superstar pitcher in Tarek Skubal, and maybe get even 2 guys you can plug into your lineup or your starting rotation or your bullpen, and then prospects. Like Jonas said, a year ago, that would have been a great return with guys like Ben Rice and Schlittler from the Yankees. But now, compared to that, I mean, this is an awful return, I think.
Yeah,
and I feel like now, even with like saying that prospect pool that Detroit got, it's now even thinking, how come he couldn't tap into, say, the Rays farm system, where they have a really good farm system, or Atlanta's, who's really good, and even Milwaukee, they have some of the top prospects in all of baseball in their system. So it's really interesting to see that the Dodgers offer was the most, let's say, convincing to Detroit, where I don't know what these other offers, I know probably reports will come out later to say this was a report or this was a trade like proposal that the Dodgers ultimately declined from other teams, or excuse me, Detroit declined from other teams. But it's really interesting to see that Detroit was able to make that deal go through with just a top 25 prospect and then 2 others who are not even the top 100. So I really don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, great points all around. Now we're going to go to what I think is more of the exciting July that happened in the MLB was the Red Sox. We talked about their win streak last episode, but now Connolly Early is gone. Now, I've heard some mixed things about this trade, so I'm curious what you guys think. But so we get Curtis Mead in return. After 2 at-bats, he's already hurt and he's not going to play. It's like...
Awful timing.
You can't make this up. You can't make this up. I wanted CJ Abrams really bad. I thought he would have fit the team really well. But, I mean, I didn't hate Curtis Mead at the time. It just wasn't CJ Abrams to me. But now it's like, dude, we just gave up a star young pitcher just for some guy to watch the Red Sox on his TV for the rest of the year. And it's just like, what are we doing? Like, this is. I'm curious though. Maybe you guys think it's a good trade. I'm leaning towards not really, but maybe convince me if you think it's a good trade.
I don't know if any convincing that I'm going to say is really going to make it sound good, because the injury just ruined it. I feel like it was horrible timing, bad luck. I would say before the injury happened, I thought it was a pretty good deal. I hate to lose Connerly early. I think he's going to be a fantastic pitcher in this league. I think he's going to be a great number 3 starter in any rotation, especially with Washington. They got a real good guy with him. But I liked Meade. He had a lot of upside. He was 25 years old, having the best season of his life. He's batting really well. He pulls the ball, which means he's going to abuse the Green Monster. That was the whole idea. I'm like, great, this guy's going to hit a double like every single time, home runs on the Lansdowne Street. Exactly what the Red Sox need. And it's just a horrible stroke of bad luck. And honestly, I was so angry with how the Red Sox treated the injury news of that thing. They said his wrist wasn't broken, and then it was broken. So I'm like, well, which one was it? You know what I mean? I don't know if you were trying to cover it up or you didn't have the right tools to decide what was what, but just terrible timing. And to me, now the Red Sox have to go back to the drawing board, and time's ticking. You got like less than a day to figure this out. And I'm wondering if the Red Sox are going to go a different direction. I mean, right now, like, I know Meade was in the middle infield. You could use some middle infield help, obviously, with Story and IKF injured right now. Monasterio's doing really good with where he's at. I really loved how he's been playing with the Red Sox, especially so far in this Dodgers series, which the Red Sox have already won the series, and they're looking to sweep the Dodgers tonight, which... if they happen to do that, my question is what team can beat them? Because they've proven that they can beat any team, even the defending back-to-back world champions. But, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, this is great, but I'd love to give them a little bit more. Give them something. Give them a piece that takes this team that's already red hot. They're playing for each other. They're playing really well. And just elevate it a little bit more. They need that bat. And I think... a name that I was looking at was the catcher from the Marlins, Liam Hicks. I know he's been kind of in conversations. Right now, the Red Sox only have 2 catchers. You have Connor Wong, who's batting .255, and he's all right as a catcher. And you have Carlos Narvaez, who's batting under .190, and he's been terrible this year. I know he plays good defensive catcher, but he's been awful at the plate. So if you get Liam Hicks... you're getting a guy that's batting .283. He's a great bat. He does bat left-handed, which is not a perfect fit for the Red Sox. I know we want a right-handed bat, but even then, you could take it if you could get it. You know, like a good bat that's also a really good catcher. Add something to give Connor Wong a break so he doesn't feel like he's carrying the whole catcher's room in terms of a bat. You know, you need another valuable bat there. But my thing here is, as a Red Sox fan, I'm curious, what is Breslow going to do? Is he going to really buy into this? Is he willing to give up someone like Franklin Arias for Liam Hicks or maybe another guy like Otto Lopez, another good shortstop with the Marlins, right? I don't know if he's 100% on the table with Miami because he's doing really well down there. They might not want to give him up unless it's with an offer that they can't refuse. But for me, if you're the Red Sox and you want to compete with a team now like the Dodgers that you're playing against that just got a whole new awesome pitcher in Skubal, like if you're the Red Sox and you're going to try and make a run and probably play this team in the World Series, if you make it that far, you got to compete with them. And I think you need that bat. So I'm going to be curious to see, as we're recording this, after we're done with this recording session tonight, this news coming into tomorrow as we're recording it, the end of this deadline, what is Breslow going to do? Is he content with where we're at, and is he going to keep Arias and a couple of other really good pitching prospects like Ianson and Witherspoon in his back pocket in the farm system and say, you know what, this is our future. I like where our team's at, but we'll bring him in next year? Or is he going to roll the dice and, use these guys as bargaining chips to get some good players now? Because I think there's a window here for the Red Sox with a chance. They're among the best teams in the American League. I didn't think I would ever say that 3 months ago, but here we are. And I think they have a legitimate chance to win the pennant. just like the Yankees and the Rays. And if you're going to compete against the Dodgers, you need a little bit more firepower. I know you're winning the series right now, but you're not facing the Dodgers at their best. You only faced Yamamoto last night. You played amazing. I love seeing Peyton Tolley do what he did last night as well. But, you know there's a lot more for the Dodgers to offer, especially now that they just got Skubal. So I'm curious to see what Breslow's going to do. I don't know. I think if you get someone like Liam Hicks, that's going to be big. But we'll see what the move is. I know the Yankees just got Luis Garcia. That was someone that the Red Sox were looking at too. So you got the Yankees and the Rays that are also making moves, and Freddie Peralta just went to the Rays from the Mets. So, that's both of these American League East teams are all of these teams are starting to compete against each other because I think they all realize that this is the window that they could have the chance to win the World Series here this year. And if there's a lockout next year, time's ticking. You want to win this championship now. So that's my thoughts on it. I think the Red Sox are playing really good right now, but I'm really curious to see what they do in the next 24 hours.
Yeah, Colin, what do you think? You agree with that, or do you think it's a bad trade like me?
I feel like I'm kind of in the middle. I mean, it's definitely
Okay.
tough to tell. He only had 2 at bats, so it's so hard to tell
Yeah.
so early. But with Connolly early, I mean, I was a fan of him. I liked him, but I thought he was expendable. I thought that was some guy you could move, but I would have rather liked to see the Red Sox package up him and maybe 2 more prospects to get like a more premium right-handed bat. Getting someone else from the Nationals like Luis Garcia or CJ Abrams. I would have rather had that than Curtis Mead. But Mead is pretty young. He has a lot of upside. He's hit 17 homers this year. He's got some good power. So if he's in the lineup, then I think that's a nice bat to add into this lineup here for the Red Sox. But I agree with Joe. I want them to make another move. I think that would really set them over the top. But I would not be shocked at all if this is the only move that Craig Breslow makes because he's never shown that he's going to trade away some of these prospects to get a top target at the trade deadline, even though the American League is wide open this year. It really is. The Red Sox have swept the Yankees. They've swept the Rays. They've swept the White Sox. There's no one really contending in the AL West this year. Like the window is open, like Joe said, for the Red Sox to win the pennant, which I wouldn't have said back in the beginning of June before the Red Sox went on this heater. But they're in a position to really make some noise, I think, in the next couple months and in October. And I don't think only getting Curtis Mead is going to help them when all these teams are getting better, when the Rays got Peralta, when the Yankees got Garcia. Even the White Sox took a gamble on Luis Castillo. That could pay off for them. So I think the Red Sox need to make even 1 or 2 moves. But I know the thought process is that they're banking on getting guys back from injury, like Garrett Crochet, Roman Anthony, Trevor Story, which all 3 of those guys could really benefit you. But Trevor Story has not had a great year. Garrett Crochet was getting lit up before he got hurt, although I still would like to see him come back. And
Absolutely.
then Roman Anthony, I mean, he was not having the best start to the year at the beginning of the season, but I think some time off could definitely benefit him because the 2 areas the Red Sox really need to improve at, I think, are shortstop and left field. I think the rest of the lineup is pretty secure for the most part, but Duran is just really struggling. I just don't think he's a good fit in that clubhouse right now, and I think they need to trade him now, although he doesn't have a ton of value. And then shortstop just feels like kind of a revolving door where Marcelo Meyer was there and then he got hurt. He kind of struggled, and Monasterio's there, but he's not really like an everyday guy. And then you have Siegler. I guess you can plug in shortstop or second base. But I think those 2 areas they really need to address, and hopefully Curtis Mead can fill a void that they need, and he comes back from injury. But I don't think the Red Sox are going to regret trading Connolly early too much. I mean, he's already having elbow issues this early in his career. I don't think he's going to be like a top guy in the rotation. He's always going to be that 3 and 4, maybe 5th guy in the rotation. But I still really like what the Red Sox have and Tolley and Bennett and some of their young pitching.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that. I mean, even now, what hurts the Sox is Contreras going down, but that, I mean, what can you do?
He's
But
been the spark
Jonah,
plug all year.
Yeah.
he has. Hey, he hit the furthest home run in the Derby this year. That's all I'm
He
gonna
did,
say.
Did not have that on my bingo card.
No,
No, I did not. But
I did. Kidding me?
oh, okay.
He put all his chips in. He doubled his money.
Yeah, dude. I put all my money on Kalshi and won my. I'm just kidding. I did not do that.
He's got a house in
Okay.
Beverly Hills now.
I did not do that. Jonah, what do you think? As a Yankee fan, what's your perspective?
I mean, so for my perspective on the early trade, I think it was a necessary trade, kind of what Colin and Joe were kind of talking about. I feel like Washington, they needed an arm to add to their rotations after losing Mackenzie Gore to Texas. They kind of needed another younger left-hander to kind of fill in that rotation. And I feel like early out of between him and Tolley, I feel like it was going to be him to be moved. I feel like Peyton Tolley is now kind of entering a space for the Sox where he's going to be an untouchable. I think he's their future in that rotation. And I do like Peyton Tolley. I just love his mentality. Love his mustache. He's got a great mustache.
He does. He makes mine look horrible.
I mean, and he shoves.
Mine's already yeah, Tolley's got me beat.
But he shoves, and I think he's got really good potential as a top of the line, maybe ace or even a good second option behind Crochet. So, and then for the Sox, I feel like they needed a right-handed bat desperately. They needed some extra power in the lineup. I know Contreras has been a really big savior for the Sox this season, especially as a right-handed bat, and I feel like they needed to dress a little bit up the middle, especially with second base and possibly the shortstop position as well. So I feel like Curtis Mead, it was good. I think he's got good team control. He's super young, and he did have tapped to that power with the 17 home runs. And, you know, it just like Colin or Joseph said, it was just unfortunate 2 at-bats in. It's just very bad timing that he gets hurt. So, but I feel like the Sox, that won't be the only move they'll make. I think they'll definitely look into some middle of the infield piece, or even, I don't know, I feel like the bullpen could always, I feel like for me perspective if I was managing a team, always a bullpen maybe could use an extra little piece too, especially during playoff time. Because I guess the Sox, they're in it. I think they could really sneak into wild card. They're chasing my butt behind right now for the top spot in the wild card. But I think it could be really fun to see another Sox-Yankees wild card game, or wild card series, I should say now. But from my perspective too, I'm really hoping that my team, the Yankees, can make some good moves too. I think Garcia was a good addition for us, especially with all the injuries we've been facing too, with Aaron Judge, Bellinger, Stanton. We've lost a lot of power and a lot of consistency in that lineup. Luis Garcia Jr., he's having a really good season this year. He's tapped into his homer potential, 223 bombs. He leads the NL in slugging percentage. So, and he can play second base, which I think is a big hole for us with Jazz Chisholm this year. We're kind of rotating him, Caballero. It's been really interesting at that position as well. So, but I don't like giving up Giovanni Cruz. I think he was a really good young bullpen piece for us. He throws like 101, so I was really disappointed we kind of let that go. But I think now going back to the Sox, I still think they have a couple moves left in them, because I feel like now they've kind of realized we do have a wide open chance to kind of win the American League, and possibly, I know you're having great success against the Dodgers in the regular season. That could definitely play out in the postseason, especially with the fully healthy team. If Crochet can come back, that's a huge bonus for the Sox. If Roman Anthony could suit up and come back to what you guys thought he could have been, that's also going to be really terrific too. So I think also Tampa, they're definitely, Freddie Peralta I think was a good move for them, even though he's not having the best season. But it shows that Tampa, they're really buying in. They don't want to be that team that's going to fall off in the second half. They want to make that push and make it back to the World Series and face the Dodgers again like they did in 2020. So I think they have a good shot at it. And then I'm very surprised by the White Sox. I think they're going to be a fun young team. And I think getting Castillo from the Mariners was a huge pickup. They dumped Sir Anthony Dominguez, who's not been good. They get a top arm in baseball. And I think the White Sox, they could be a dark horse team to make the World Series, I think, in my opinion.
And they deserve it. They've been horrible for so long.
Oh, yeah.
They've been
most
terrible.
losses like 2 years ago or something, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
124
Yeah, they did.
or something.
Yep.
Crazy.
They got Munetaka and
The Southside Samurai.
I almost said Chicago owns it. The Cubs have pretty much owned that Chicago baseball title for pretty much my entire life, to be honest with you. But Yeah, well, I'm excited what the White Sox are going to do. But, John, I think you bring up a good point along with the Dodgers. It's like, so like the Red Sox, regular season in October baseball are totally two different games. Like they are totally two different things. It's kind of like in basketball with the Warriors and a few years ago in the NHL with the Lightning. It's like you can beat these teams, but good luck beating them in a 7-game series. Like that's a totally different task, especially when the lights are brighter. You know, the atmosphere is more. It's way more intense, the whole 9 yards. But enough of baseball. We're gonna segue over now to the NBA, and in my eyes, the best player to ever step on a court, LeBron James, is now heading to Philadelphia, where he's going to team up with Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, Jaylen Brown, and Joel Embiid. That is quite the starting five. They were already favored to win the East. Now that got dropped a lot more now that LeBron James is over there. And 2 years for $8 million, which for LeBron, it's like, wow, I don't think I've ever would have saw that contract.
It's like an
his name
NHL third line contract.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
yeah, it is.
It's a bag of peanuts.
But LeBron back in the East Coast now, where he's actually he's 25-0 in East Coast or like Eastern Conference like tournament, like seeding playoff games, in terms of like just winning the series. When it comes to the past. It's a certain year. I saw it the other day.
It's probably after 2010 when they lost in the conference
Is it
finals.
2010? It's something like
Because I know he did
like
lose
that.
then.
Yeah, no, he hasn't. He's lost an Eastern Conference series before, but at one point there has been a time where he has never lost unless it was the finals against the Warriors. But except for 2016 with that legendary run that he had. But I'm curious, so LeBron is now 41. Going on to 42. He's got 2 years in his contract, but I would say at least if I'm LeBron, if Philly wins it this year, hang him up. Hang it up. I think once you get the fifth ring, I think it's just time. You got your fifth. End off while you're on a high note. He's probably still going to average almost 30 points, which is ridiculous, but I'm curious. Joe, what do you think? LeBron to the Philadelphia 76ers.
As a Celtics fan, I'm like just sad. It's just, to me, it's if Jaylen Brown was like, I don't know, the equivalent of just feeling a stab wound in my heart. I feel like this was like twisting the knife a little more. It's just, if you're a Philly fan, you're probably just like pinching yourself. Like, is this real? Like, am I dreaming? Am I waking up anytime soon? Like, there's no way this just happened. But it is real, and I think they're definitely a favorite to win it this year. That team, like you said, that starting five is unbelievable.
It's ridiculous.
I wonder if there's a world where could personalities clash. Maybe it doesn't work out with these new faces. I wonder if that's a thing. That's something that you'll have to keep an eye on, especially if the season gets off. I wouldn't be surprised if everyone's saying oh my gosh, this team's going to go 70-12. They're going to be unbelievable. Blah 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 blah. At the start of the year, and they might have a little bit of a rough start with all these new faces coming in, learning a new system, and learning with some new teammates. And people are going to be like, "Well, I thought this team was supposed to be great." Yeah, but these people are still human, and they're still adjusting to a new environment. And I think that's definitely going to play a role, especially with Jaylen Brown, who's been, last year with the Celtics had to carry the team since Tatum was injured. Now he's going to take a backseat role, if not the third row role. And you got Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, now LeBron James on this team. Where does he fit in this scheme? So I'm curious how that's going to work out. But that being said, I think they will figure it out at some point. And that team's going to be insanely tough to face come next March, April, playoff time. That, just everything on paper, it seems like this team could win it all and challenge the West. They could challenge the New York Knicks as well, who obviously still kept a lot of their championship team going into this coming year. But
yeah, don't remind me.
Yeah, I hate to remind you and myself and all of us here, but
hey, we got Mitchell Robinson.
At least we got Mitchell Robinson.
True,
we did. And
I don't even care about that now, but
yeah,
yeah.
It's just, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's as a Celtics fan, I hate to see it because it's of all places for you to go, it's Philly. But The thing is,
Oh,
too,
yeah.
it's 2-year. I mean, like you said, Steve, I think it would be a perfect storybook ending for LeBron specifically if he won the championship this coming year. Hung him up. That's it. 5 rings. So many stats that I lead in. Greatest of all time in the sport. But I don't know. Maybe he's still hungry after that 5th ring if he gets it, or who knows. This is not a one-and-off deal. I think he's going to come back for that another year. I think and still want to play. I mean, I think part of it too is this has been his identity since he was 18. Coming into the league, it's so long ago,
Yep.
and he's just been so good with it. So I think it's going to be really interesting to see what this team does. I think they're going to be insanely good. But I would not be surprised if they have a little bit of growing pains in the beginning of the year. And who knows, maybe they'll be in a spot no one thought they'd be in the standings early on, but I think it's just going to be a matter of time before they figure it out. And then they'll find their groove, and they will be a whole new threat in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, I mean, LeBron, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I'm trying to when's the NBA draft? Has it always been April, even in 2003? It's always been April, right?
I believe so. Yes, I believe so.
Okay, so maybe ever since I was a month old, LeBron has just always been in the NBA.
Yeah.
For all I've known, LeBron has just always been in the NBA my entire life.
Yep.
That's gonna be such a sad day when he's finally done. It's gonna be wow.
I'm curious to see if you're going to get a Sixers jersey, though, because I know you like...
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Good.
I know you're a LeBron
not
fan.
A shot.
But I was curious.
Not a shot. The only jersey of LeBron that I would get is either Miami or Cleveland.
I was gonna say probably Cavs.
Cavs is probably that's LeBron. You think of LeBron, you think of the Cavs.
Yeah.
But it's when I started liking LeBron was the Heat, which should be the total opposite because they destroy the Celtics every year. But I don't know. For some reason, I liked him and Dwayne Wade together, and it was so fun. It was
Just that 6'3" punch.
It would. Oh my god, it was disgusting. It was just good basketball. I don't know. And my friends at home always make fun of me for you should hate LeBron, dude. You're a Celtics fan. I'm I am a Celtics fan, but I like LeBron. I don't know why. And then he went to the West Coast for the Lakers, and it's well, now I can't root for you because you're the Celtics rival.
So far away.
It's like that episode with SpongeBob and Mr. Krabs. SpongeBob was above the chum bucket, and Mr. Krabs is hovering above the Krusty Krab. You ever see that where they touch fingers and they're
Yeah.
and, they're all the cloud? Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Just making sure someone recognized what I was talking
Nice.
about.
Niche reference.
Yep. I picked up what you were putting down.
I thought that's a pretty popular episode, is it not?
No, it is.
Okay, I was gonna say.
I'm just joshing with you, bro.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
We're giving
man.
Tommy so much content right now.
I got nothing to say about that.
He's just joshing you, bro. He's
just joshing me.
Oh man.
Joshing me, no Drake.
No, Josh like Allen.
I was thinking Drake and Josh, but that works too.
Yeah, I liked yours better.
Just throwing all the throwback shows in there now.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Whose turn was it?
I think it was Colin.
All right, I'll go. Okay.
I don't. Mine was talking about SpongeBob. I forgot whose turn it was.
Well, I mean, you guys are talking about how they might win a title this year, and I'm gonna die on the hill that LeBron and Philly will not win a title. This core, while LeBron James is there, and even when he leaves and Jaylen Brown is still there, will not win a championship. And you can bookmark that if it does happen. I don't care, but they will not win a title with this core. I know it's a super team, but there's only one ball. There's only one ball. There's too many personalities. Yeah. There's too many mouths to feed. You have LeBron. You have Embiid, Jaylen Brown, Tyrese Maxey. Even VJ Edgecombe, who's going to be a young stud, is the 5th option, which I don't think is great to have because he just had a phenomenal rookie campaign. I'm very interested to see how LeBron, Embiid, and Jaylen Brown all gel together. Because even with Jaylen Brown, he was just the number 1 option this past season with the Celtics, with Jason Tatum being hurt. And now he's going, I think, to the 4, taking a backseat to LeBron, Embiid, and Tyrese Maxey. I mean, it's just a matter of who's going to get the ball at the end of the game? Like, is LeBron going to get the final shot? Is he going to pass it? Do they go to Tyrese Maxey, Jaylen Brown, Edgecombe? Like, and they don't have a lot of bench depth, so they're really relying on that starting five, which Embiid is injury prone. He's likely going to get hurt again this year. Jaylen Brown is very durable, so I don't think that's too much to worry about. And LeBron on and off, but I feel like for the most part he can play a ton during the regular season, and he hasn't had too many major injuries over the last several years, I don't think, right?
No.
Nothing like that noteworthy.
No,
Just like
LeBron has
minor
always
knacks.
had a healthy season. Last thing he got hurt was he got slapped in the nose by Serge Ibaka on the Thunder when he was on the Thunder.
Yeah, that's right.
That was it. That's the last time LeBron's been hurt.
I mean,
Knock
I'm
on
very
wood.
interested. I'm interested to see how Philly does this year. Like, I will want to watch them. I don't usually watch like other NBA games besides the Celtics, but I think they're going to be must-see TV every night. They're going to be on prime time most of the season, I would say. It's going to be very rare that they're not going to have nationally televised games just because of that core. But if you're LeBron, it makes sense to go there for that final championship push. I mean, this is a loaded team with a chance to win the Eastern Conference, and I mean the Knicks stand in their way, and that I think if they play each other, that's going to be an awesome series. But I'm very interested to see how this works out. I mean, 2 years for LeBron. He doesn't have a ton left to prove. He's already cemented his legacy. I mean, he wants that one final ring, but I think this is gonna be tough. There's so many egos. And the super team hasn't really had as much success, I feel like, in the NBA in the last several years. Like even with the Knicks winning, they weren't a super team. They were just a really well constructed roster.
Yeah, Villanova.
Exactly. Villanova Knicks.
Minus DiVincenzo.
Even the Thunder weren't a super team, I would say. Another just really well constructed roster. So I haven't really thought there's been a super team in the NBA that I can remember that's won the title in the last decade, besides, I mean, the Warriors with Kevin Durant. But I'm really interested to see how this all works out in Philly. I mean, I think this is going to be a very talented starting five with very little depth on the bench. So we'll see how it works out. I mean, Jaylen Brown and LeBron James and Joel Embiid, it's a crazy big three to have, along with Tyrese Maxey. So I'm just interested to see how all those clash.
I would agree with that. And Colin, you mentioned VJ Edgecombe, having a key part in this team. I will give you 2 bonus points right now if you tell me where he went to college.
He went to Baylor.
That fair enough. All right, 2. Okay. That's two fantasy points for Colin.
Yeah.
No, I agree. But Colin, I actually do have a legit question for you.
Yep.
Who brings the ball up for the Celtics for the Sixers?
It's got to be Maxey.
You think?
Right. I would think so.
Okay.
I would disagree.
Maxey or LeBron. I mean,
I think it's going to be LeBron.
I think it is too. It's going to be
or.
I think it goes Braun, Brown, Maxey. I think that's the. I do think Jaylen Brown gets more touches than Maxey the next year, but that is only because Jaylen Brown's like the $330 million vet that doesn't have a left hand, that wants to average 35 a game.
He's got to be so pissed off. Like he wanted to have his team, and he goes from I would say the 1, like I said, with Tatum being out, to the 4, 3, 4. Like you could argue either or him and Maxey in Philly, but he's definitely not the number 1 option. I mean that's for damn sure.
No.
So I don't know
LeBron's
what
gonna have to go back to
all
his
that,
2020 self of just being a point guard, where he just kind of dishes everyone the ball and gets everyone involved. But Jonah, do you have anything else that you want to mention about LeBron?
I mean, so kind of like you, Steve, I've always been a big supporter of LeBron ever since I kind of got to know basketball and watch basketball, kind of seeing the way he plays the game. I mean, he was a relentless scorer. He was always a solid defender. And I mean, he has one play that's really named the block. Like, that's LeBron.
Yeah.
Chase down block to clinch that finals, which was the greatest finals, I think, of all time. And that's just an unbelievable, to bring us a championship to his hometown. Just, it was a perfect storybook for LeBron James, and now he gets to continue it in Philly. And I was really hoping he was going to go to Cleveland and kind of close it out, but I do like his opportunity here with Philly. kind of what he's surrounding with this team with. Obviously, now Jaylen Brown's on the team. Tyrese Maxey's an emerging star. If Joel Embiid can stay healthy and participate in at least 75% of the games and be half or three-quarters of his MVP form, this team is going to be really, really tough to beat in the East. And kind of tying off my points, I think LeBron, he's going to be the key facilitator, I think, of this offense for the 76ers. I don't think he's going to be scoring as much, but I think he's going to be the setup guy. I think he's going to step back to a role where I think he probably could average 18, maybe 20 points a game. He'll still get his 7 to 6 rebounds per game, but then I think his assist total, he's been a very good passer his whole career. And I think this is now just going to be his magnum opus for passing the ball. I think he could easily average at least 10 assists per game on this team. And I think that's kind of the key piece, and I think that's kind of why Philly really wanted to bring him in, was to get, obviously, his veteran presence. He's shown he can dominate the East, and I think that's one reason why they brought him in too. As we mentioned before with Steve, your stat, 25-0 in series since probably 2010 is what can I imagine. And I think he's just going to be a perfect facilitator. His basketball IQ is also off the charts. He's one of the smartest players to ever play the game. And I think his ego won't really be much of an issue, but I think he definitely could probably be the calming voice in that locker room, be that leader that Philadelphia could really need, even though I know Joel Embiid's been there for so long. He's kind of been their guy. But now Maxey's starting to emerge in that. I still think LeBron's going to be kind of the one that could cool all the calm heads down, keep the boat afloat, and I think in a clutch time, if they do need him to get a bucket, I think he can get it. But I think his job is going to be the facilitator for the Philadelphia 76ers. Steve, you're muted.
Trapped in a vacuum. We couldn't hear
I was
it.
gonna be like, who's gonna be the one that points that out?
Yeah, I saw it too. As soon as my AirPod just high key died.
I saw you take it out.
I
I
have
was
to have
like,
something go wrong every
happening?
episode.
Tommy's gonna have fun with this.
Yep.
Bro's bugging.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. I hear you.
You're back
loud
now,
and
though,
clear.
Steve.
That's so bad. It's always something wrong. I charged my phone, and then I decided to listen to Rihanna and Justin Bieber before the show started, and now my AirPod was almost dead.
No
Guys,
BTS. No BTS.
The Red Sox just hit 3 home runs. in one
Absolutely
inning.
no BTS. No,
That's
I
nuts.
don't listen to behind the scenes, dude.
Damn, it's a shame.
The Red
Nah,
Sox just hit 3 homers in 1 inning. By the way.
Actually,
Really?
Yeah.
Who's
no.
pitching
As
for the
we're
Dodgers?
recording, it's 5-3 in the third. Sheehan, I think.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Emmett Sheehan.
But it was
All right.
back-to-back Rafaela and Abreu, and then Yoshida just went yard.
After
So
they
the
gave
Red
up-
Sox are the greatest team of all time, and they're going to the World Series.
Wow. After
Yep, that's
giving
what I
up
heard.
3 runs in the
Yep.
second, they get 3 runs in the third.
This team is just awesome. Like
They just
they're-
respond.
it's
They're
sick,
awesome.
dude.
They're
It's
the most
sick.
fun team ever. Like
Mhm.
I love the
and
Red
they
Sox, bro.
sucked. They were awful. Like, how did they turn this around?
I don't know. But
I don't get it. All right. Well, real quick, we're gonna. I don't want to touch upon it too much because I feel like Macklin Celebrini, highest paid player now. We talked about a few episodes ago that Leo Carlson was the highest paid player, and I believe David me who said, or I don't remember, but someone said that it was like that title's gonna get passed. Like it's gonna be changing like that. Like it's gonna go everywhere in the league. But yeah, real quick, Joe, what's your 18.8 mil a year for Macklin Celebrini? What are you feeling?
one word, deserved. I think he deserved it 100%. Talented player. He was a blast to watch in the Olympics. I absolutely loved what he did with Team Canada. Obviously,
Especially losing, that was fun.
Getting second place in the U.S. But just seeing him as a player and a fan of hockey, just an amazing playmaker, good scorer. Obviously, I didn't really watch too many Sharks games, but I know he's that generational talent player. And shout out to San Jose for locking him down. Because I think he's going to be like the difference maker in a bright future for the Sharks. I'm very excited to see what the Sharks fan in the room, Jonah, is going to say about that. Because I know he's probably got a lot of positive thoughts on this move. But I think it's just a well-deserved contract, and we were talking about this, like you guys said, this number of this highest paid number is going to keep moving up, and I think just we're starting to see a shift with the payroll getting dished out to a lot of these talented players. Even someone like Leo Carlson, who's a good player, but not like the top caliber of the entire league. So it really that deal there still, I think, is like shifting a lot of the attention of how are we supposed to treat our top players if a player like Leo Carlson, who's good but not the greatest, is getting that much money. So I think for the Sharks to say, you know what, we have the money to spend. This is our guy. We want to build something around this guy, so let's lock him down and make him a Shark for a while. I think they made a good move, and Celebrini deserves it. I'm excited to see how he's going to play now that he's gotten that big bag of money. And, the Sharks are saying, we want to invest in you because you're a talented player and we want you. And, I've seen in every sport, that means a lot to a player. To have an ownership believe in them and their talent. So I'm excited to see what Celebrini does with that this coming season.
Yep. Colin, anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, I would really agree with you, Joe. I mean, I thought this was smart by the Sharks to lock him up long term. I think, like Joe said, this deal is going to be a steal in the next few years. The cap is only going up in the NHL. The deals are getting wealthier, like we've seen with Leo Carlson and now Celebrini, Connor Bedard as well, where these top-tier players are getting paid what they deserve, and Macklin Celebrini definitely deserves this. And, I mean, going off what he did last year, he had 115 points last season. He played a full 82.
Yes.
That was a single-season franchise record for the Sharks. And then he just lit it up with Team Canada in the Olympics. And he's really cemented himself at only 20 years old as one of those top-tier superstars. And I think when you talk about McDavid and McKinnon and Matthews and Makar and all of those top-tier superstars, you have to put Macklin Celebrini in the mix. I mean, he's really going to be an awesome player for the rest of his career. He's only 20 years old, and this was really smart, I feel like, by San Jose to lock him down as the face of their franchise.
Yeah. And the Sharks fan in the room, Jonah, I'm assuming you're pretty pumped about this extension.
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
Yeah,
That's why you have a backwards hat. Okay, dude.
I mean, I am very excited for him because, I mean, the fact that, 115 points, he breaks a franchise record in just his second NHL season, and the fact that he scored that many points as a teenager, only short of Sidney Crosby and Wayne Gretzky. That's elite pedigree, and that's an elite company to join. And I think he deserves what he really deserves, that have that highest paid contract. And for San Jose, this is a big investment. Obviously, they believe he's going to be the guy to bring a Stanley Cup. He wants to bring a Stanley Cup there. He's basically grown up in that Bay Area ever since his dad, Rick Celebrini, joined the Warriors as like one of the training coaches and stuff like that of health and stuff. So he loves the Bay Area, and I think it's going to be a really good investment long term for the Sharks to build a team around him. They really have, with some really good drafts with Michael Misa. Now they get Stenberg. They have one of the top prospect pools in all hockey, and they added some really, I think, good veteran D pieces to help really solidify a really good, solid team that could make a push for a weak Pacific Division and possibly, make a good sleeping. I think there'll be a dark horse team going into the playoffs next year, but it's kind of now, he scores 115 points as a 19 to 20-year-old. How much more can he actually put in? Especially with a group that's going to be growing around him. We've seen him and Will Smith. They have really good chemistry together. Now it's like, who else can join into this train? And it just seems like he is the second coming of Sidney Crosby. He got to play with them, especially at Worlds and Olympics. And Crosby, he loves taking him under his wing. And it seems like both of them have a really good relationship now. So I'm really kind of excited to see how his career is going to take off, especially after this really big last season, 115 points, and then 2 really good campaigns with Team Canada as well.
Nice. But, yeah, I mean, good for you for being a Sharks fan, getting that extension out of Celebrini. But now it's time for everyone's favorite part of the episode, which is the game. Now, usually by this point, the host reads the scores to see who's up. But I'm actually not going to do that. You guys are going to go into this game blind, so you don't know who's winning or who's losing.
Okay.
Oh, you
All right.
tricky boy.
So,
I kind of like it. Yeah.
what we're going to do, kind of a fan favorite of guess the player, but with a little bit of a twist. Instead of them giving me a player that they think that I'm thinking of, I'm going to give them a branch of teams that this player played for, and they have to guess what player played for those teams in that order. So this is from rookie year to current.
Okay.
So there's one for the NFL, MLB, NBA, and NHL. And we're going to start off with the NFL one. So this is exactly how this works. Blurt it out. No waiting. Just,
Oh boy.
yeah, just say it. If it's on your head, got it. Just let it out. Let it out.
All right.
So for the NFL, so I'm gonna read you half the teams first to see if anyone can get it without hearing the rest of them, and then if no one gets it, I'll read the rest, and then we'll see who gets it.
Okay.
So to start off, Packers Raiders,
Devontae Adams.
Josh Jacobs.
Oh, Josh Jacobs.
Devontae Adams.
Oh.
I had the
beat you guys
Jets.
the other way
I had the Jets and Rams.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jacobs went for the Raiders to the Packers. Yeah.
I like how both Colin and I had that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other two
That was a
teams were
good
the
guess,
Jets
though.
and
Yeah.
the Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah.
All right, so Joe, you got the 2 points for that.
Nice.
So now we're gonna go to the MLB.
Okay.
This one's a little tricky. So this player hasn't played for many teams, so I threw in a college in there.
Okay.
Just get you. So I'll give you. We'll start off with just the college. Anyone know any Texas A&M baseball players?
I know Bray Montgomery played for Texas A&M. Gavin Grahovac just got drafted at Texas A&M.
Well, I can tell you this guy did not just get drafted.
But I don't know. That might maybe the first team that you say might give a hint towards that. But
Okay, so no one for Texas A&M. So the other two teams are Guardians and Brewers.
Guardians and Brewers.
We're not kidding. This is a little trickier.
Was it?
This one is one of the harder ones.
Were they the Indians technically when he played with them, or were they Guardians?
Yes, they were.
Okay.
Yes, they were.
They were Indians then.
I believe he. Yes, I want to say he was with the Indians. It was the Indians that drafted him.
Oh.
This guy is still currently playing too. If you need me to throw in some hints,
Is he
I will
current
throw in-
Brewers?
He is currently on the Brewers, correct? yeah.
Okay. It's not Freelick, is it?
No.
I don't know. Freelick played in the ACC, I think.
I'm just trying to think. It was on the Brewers.
Is it Garrett Mitchell?
Nope.
No, I think he went to Oregon.
This guy also has a brother in the league too.
Oh, is it Bo Naylor?
It's Bo
Oh,
Naylor.
it's
I was gonna say.
Once
the
you said
Ferris
that,
brother
I was
is what
thinking-
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where my mind went, Joe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
as
I
I
was
was,
like-
that would because he like just got to the Brewers, so I was like, who paid attention?
I know, and then you said Cleveland. He was there when the Indians. Yep.
He
yep,
was with
yep.
the Indians. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, that was a good.
I didn't know he went to
good
Texas
pull.
A&M though. That's interesting.
Neither did I. I looked that up. I looked that up 1,000%.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Good fact though.
Yeah. Next one. We got this is the NBA.
Okay.
We got the Supersonics, the
Kevin
Thunder.
Durant.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Kevin Durant.
I was just gonna say it. As soon as he said Sonics, I'm like,
It's
That's
either
okay.
him or
Yeah,
Westbrook.
I know.
It was either him or
Yeah.
Westbrook.
Like,
That was a layup. That was a layup. All right, now
Oh,
we
I
have
see what you
the
did there. That was a
NHL.
layup.
So this one. Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Airball.
Okay. So this one I think is probably going to be the hardest one on out of all of them. So this guy played for 5 teams in the NHL.
Ooh, okay.
So he started off with the Canadiens, went to the Golden Knights, and then the Hurricanes.
I know it too. What was the first team?
Canadians.
Montreal. Montreal, yep.
To Vegas, then to Carolina.
Correct.
Is it William Carrier?
It is not.
Okay.
If you want the other two teams, I can read those to you as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
He went from the Hurricanes to the Capitals to the Maple Leafs.
Capitals.
Max Domi?
Nope.
This is where
I definitely know it.
This is like.
So he's currently on the Leafs. Oh, Ryan Reeves?
No, I think
No, he
this.
just
I
played
think
for
this
San
guy
Jose
just
last year.
retired.
Yeah, no.
I think this guy
yeah.
just retired after this year.
Trying to
Oh
think.
man.
I don't think he's playing anymore. I think he just retired like after this year, or the year before. It's 24 to 25.
Like the player you have?
The player I have, yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Because like I'm not gonna lie, totally thought he was still playing, and then I just looked at his name again, and I'm like, no, he definitely retired like a year or two ago.
Man. I feel like I know it.
I will say someone did say his first name. He was drafted in 2008 by the Montreal Canadiens. Was on that team with Carey Price, PK.
Yeah.
The GOAT.
Whoa. I didn't know you were a PK Subban guy like that.
Electric player.
Does not have a good sense of fashion, though. His clothes make me feel
Oh,
like
it's
laugh.
awful. Yeah,
It's horrible.
atrocious.
It's so brutal.
Yeah.
Great hockey mind, though.
He looks like the
Yes,
Marshmallow
very
Man,
good,
dude.
Very good hockey mind.
Oh, man.
This is killing me. I'm feel
stumped.
stupid that I
Yeah.
don't know this.
I don't know this.
You guys giving up? Is that even an option?
No. We gotta
No,
get this.
Come on.
I'm throwing my towel in because.
So he finished with Toronto, right?
Finished with the Maple Leafs in 25, yes.
Okay.
Well, you said we just said. Did we say his first name in this round of guesses? Is that
Yes,
what we mean?
like in guessing a hockey player, someone said his
Someone
first name.
said- So Ryan and Max, those are the two that I heard.
Max Talbot. I'm just gonna throw one out there. Probably
Nope.
not, but throwing something out there.
No, I respect it. Just want to double check this is right with no, not the teams. I know those are right, but okay, he did go to Michigan. He is a Wolverine. He went to Michigan.
Oh boy. Ooh. Come on.
All the ones I can think of
Mm-hmm.
did not go through
Well,
those.
the Michigan Wolverine
I would-
in the 2000s.
I'm just gonna just to speed things up.
Yep.
His first name is Max.
Okay, his name's Max.
Max.
Yep.
Come on. Where's my last name? Give me my last name.
Yeah, I know. I just can't think of
This was a doozy.
Yeah.
The SpongeBob
When I
reference
picked this
is
guy-
than the other few.
When I picked this guy, I was like, I laughed.
No, it's
I was-
definitely
it takes
good.
forever.
I just can't think of who that would be. Max.
I don't know about Jonah, but I definitely know if Colin doesn't get it, Colin's gonna be slapping himself in the face.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, oh, I won.
Oh, I should have got him. I don't know.
I feel like I'm
it's on my
SpongeBob in his
tongue.
brain, like, what's the name? That's what I feel
Yeah,
like right now.
yeah. I
Like
just
my brain's
don't
on
know,
fire.
who it would be. Ended with the Maple Leafs. And he played for Vegas at one point.
Yes.
Yep.
What?
Vegas to the Hurricanes, to the Capitals, to the Maple Leafs, and he played at University of Michigan.
Max? What? I just. Ugh.
Colin's going down like so
A hockey
I
hard.
player
know.
Colin doesn't know.
Yeah, it's like driving
Oh,
me. It's
Colin!
it's actually driving me crazy. Like I
I
definitely.
used to
should
use
know.
this guy back on NHL 13, bro. This guy was gross.
I definitely should know. but
I'm gonna give you
it's
another
not-
hint. His last
Okay.
name starts with P.
With what?
P.
P.
Yep. P as in possible.
Max Peralta. Max
It's not
Perrier.
Peralta, no.
Perrier.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Perot.
Mm-mm.
I'm just like guessing names that start with
Yeah.
P at this point.
I swear this person doesn't exist.
Hopefully someone got it that's watching this.
They're probably
Let
like,
us know if you
"You
got it before
guys,
everyone."
You guys.
Someone had to have gotten it by now.
Someone.
Oh,
definitely.
Placanic?
No.
No,
No.
that's Thomas, I think.
I don't even know what other hints to give you.
I don't know.
This might be a scratch.
It's getting.
Should I just think of another one?
I have zero clue who this is right
Yeah,
now.
I just
or
don't,
we just
I
move
don't
on to
know.
NBA.
All right. Well, yeah, I'll just do a different hockey player. So the player was Max Pacioretty.
Oh, come on! Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah.
Come on!
Right on,
You
Steve.
gotta be kidding me!
Yeah.
I
Patch already.
I knew it was gonna be
Colin,
tough.
how
I
did
didn't
we
think
not get that?
No, that was
That's
good.
crazy. Oh my god.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's
so
a great
stupid.
pull, though,
That's
yeah.
a great pull. Great pull.
Thank you.
Wow.
Max,
Should've
I appreciate
that one
that.
ready. You gotta be kidding me.
Thank you.
Well,
I'll put my
I just forgot, like, he went to Vegas and
He's been
Carolina
everywhere,
and
dude.
Toronto.
He's been
Like, it just,
everywhere.
yeah. And the
Yeah.
Caps, like,
He's-
I
he's
forgot
been
about that.
all
I just
over.
thought of him as a Canadian mainly. Yeah.
That's
Yeah. Call him Mr. Worldwide, dude.
Jeez.
Yeah,
he's been a-
honestly.
Max, you're ready.
Yeah.
yeah.
North
Yeah.
American wide.
Dang. Okay.
yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah,
I
now I have to
had
think
no
of
idea.
another hockey player.
You're welcome.
It really stumped us. No.
Oh my
This is
gosh.
great. It's all right. This is do it right on the fly.
Okay.
That was a great poll.
That was a great
That
pull.
Thank you.
I'm disappointed
I think-
that I
Yeah.
didn't get that.
I think I
Yeah.
have another good one too. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm
hopefully
going to
this will
say it
be
right
easier.
now.
All right.
This guy is in fact retired.
Okay.
He started off with the Bruins. Then he went to the Kings. Then he went to the Oilers. Then he went to the Flames. And then played one more year with the Bruins.
Lucic.
Yeah, it was Lucic.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like
All
pretty
right.
sure.
Joe's got two of them.
So that's it. Scores are in. Does anyone have any guesses who won the episode?
I think Joe with those
It
two.
seems like Joe. Yeah.
those two game
I
show
don't
wins.
know. Going in blind. I don't know. I don't know. Did I win? I don't know if I did.
Well, I'll tell you, even though I gave Colin a question about where did VJ Edgecombe go to college, it was not Colin. Colin finished in last,
Yep.
which leaves the separated by 1 point. Hosting the next episode, it's going to be Jonah Boye.
Oh!
Jonah Boye.
Whoa!
Okay. Okay.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Bo Naylor set you.
Bo Naylor set me up.
Yeah, it was.
Wow.
Because Joe got, even though Joe got 2 right, you were up by 2 going into it, and then you got Bo Naylor right, which made it Joe had to get like all of them. But
Okay.
yeah, so Jonah, you're gonna be hosting. Actually, you're gonna be hosting episode 11 because next episode, episode 10, we have something special for you guys. You're gonna have a guest on the pod. The guest will be revealed when that episode comes out. We're recording it in a few days. I'm really excited about that. But thank you guys for watching the Press Box Quartet. Once again, excited for that 10th episode. It's been great if you've watched every episode. Thank you. We appreciate you, and we hope you keep supporting. But if you want to see more of us, go in Instagram, PressBox_Quartet. And if you want to see another podcast where we're on, Overtime Chicks had us on a few weeks ago. A great episode. It was amazing. They treated us great. And hopefully one day they can come on here.
Hell yeah.
But we
Hell
thank
yeah.
you guys for joining us. Have a good night, day, evening, morning. And we'll see you guys next episode.